COVID-19 has contributed to the deaths of thousands of people here in Wisconsin. Now, a new program announced by FEMA could reimburse loved ones for those funeral costs. NBC 26's Kelsey Dickinson shows us how that could help people here in Northeast Wisconsin.
Some local funeral directors as well as area grief support experts say this financial aid could be extremely beneficial to those who unexpectedly lost a family member or friend to COVID and couldn't prepare for the cost of a funeral.
Families that have lost loved ones have been struggling constantly since this started a year ago. It's been a very, very dark year for our area.
Funeral director and owner of COTTER Funeral Home in De Pere, Matt Cotter, says they've had many funerals for COVID-related deaths during the course of the pandemic, which he says on average can cost $7,000 or more.
A lot of families were not financially prepared for this.
But starting in April, FEMA would pay up to $9,000 for individual funerals. People who lost multiple family members can receive up to $35,000. Assistance Cotter says is long overdue for about 12 families they served.
That's a dozen families that really could use that money. Having up to $9,000 at their disposal, when they didn't have anything else in place and a non-budgeted expense is absolutely great.
It's aid experts say can help people through the stages of grief.
There's a wave of emotions, there's a wave of how your body's feeling, there's a wave of your spiritual, there's the wave of financial, right? So as much as we can kind of lessen what those waves are, that impact can help people stand and keep going.
FEMA officials encourage people to gather an official death certificate that attributes the death to COVID, funeral expense documents, and proof of funds received from other sources. Kelsey Dickinson, NBC 26.
Those families are already going through so much stress and grief. Hopefully this aid can help them just a little bit. Kelsey, thank you. We're taking a closer look at this tonight. FEMA will offer up to $9,000 per funeral. In Wisconsin, nearly 6,600 people have died from COVID complications. That means the program could provide Wisconsin residents with $59.3 million of relief.